So welcome back, guys, and after that PO3, we are back to our standard fanfare in the SCPH replays. Introducing first on the southeast side of Golden Wall, it's gonna be the Red Protoss of Mike. Mike who? MikeHawk. MikeHawk. Say it again 3 times and you are sure to get a wish or granted. So we'll call him Mike, the brother of Tony, in terms of that last name. And he's gonna be playing here on this other opposite side of Golden Wall, but facing him. On to another clan, on to another side we go. It's the Blue Protoss of Litavik. So Litavik, of course, one of those ladder players that you always see every day, if I remember correctly, saw Platinum border from him, so we will assume that this is gonna be the skill ranking here and now. In the meantime, for Mike, he is gonna be an alt account of Creone, so we'll probably see that name later on again as well. Still for Mike right now, he is gonna go for 2 assimilars at the very start. It is gonna be our standard gateways as well as the potential cyber car coming our way. And for a PvP, range units are such an important parts of defending, as the apple juice can be sprayed onto the map. Overall though, Mike will be setting up with only 1 gateway actually, so it's a 1 gateway, 1 core, very greedy opening, making sure that he's gonna have at least just for the tech, and will look to build potentially to something else. This can be Stargate units, perhaps? Will it be the roam facility earlier on as well? And can Litavik do anything with that information? He sees that there is no second gateway. Does he have the balls to actually go for the attack there? And then he's gonna go for his more safe stance. And will be a little later if he decides to try and get that natural up and running. Overall though, very interesting choice here from Mike. He is gonna play the Zealot. And if it's a Stalker and an Adept coming his way, that's gonna be Kite Central, that's for sure. Still though, on Golden Wall, there really is that south side of the map that is barely even used. Now sure, you can go for, at the Golden Wall, go for the Gold Mineral Field, but usually build it here on the north side with the Vespine Geyser there set on up. All the way down below, there is also a ramp that you will need to just basically... Oh, Mike actually took the assimilator. I didn't notice this. Since they're both Protoss, you don't really notice these things, but apparently it's a red building there a little bit. In the meantime, gonna just set up a few more pylons along the way so he doesn't get supply blocked anytime soon, and apparently power is the way to go. So as I thought, it is gonna be a Stargate here, not for Mike. Going for on gateway means he wants to play into something heavier, but also at the earlier points. And the Stargate is gonna need all that gas in the first place, so that is 2 of these assimilators already in use from the very start. Seems like a Phoenix is in order, and will this be a mass Phoenix approach here? Courtesy of Mike, he will really play to his namesake. If he does go for the Phoenix, it's gonna be birds of prey running around the map and looking to get the damage done. In the meantime though, Litavik, not one to take things lying down. Trying to go for the shade, but a shield battery here from Mike gonna put things in its place. Zealots though in behind could be absolutely useless, honestly, because Mike right now is playing with melee units all the way onto the other side of his wall. Range units here now, like the Adepts, will just shrug it off, and here comes the shots onto this building. The pylon might be the good focus fire structure. Luckily for Mike, he has already built something in behind, and he's gonna need a second one of these Phoenixes to actually get any damage done against those ground units. So overall, it's looking like that it is going to be the Phoenix gameplay here and now from Mike. And Litavik will respond in kind. He's going to go for a Stargate as well. Will it be Void Ray? But I feel like it's going to be Phoenix as well, flying up into the airlines. Going to be very, very interesting way to duel in the stratosphere as the Adept now almost gets a kill onto the pylon. Holy crap, Mike is just going to let things happen. And there you go. The Zealot's going to come on out. The Warp Gate, though, going to be powered back up online. And now at least here for Mike, he has an opening to get to his second base. Feels like if Litavik just let that one happen, it would have gone down either way. Anyway though, seems like it's a Stalker heavy approach here now for Lita. He wants to make sure he has some anti-air alongside whatever he's building onto the Stargate. Might actually be the Oracle instead to try and get in behind and cook up those workers. But with the Phoenix into play, it's going to be a very, very dangerous way to go about things. So Litavik will respond in kind. He's gonna go for Phoenixes as well. In the meantime, The depth of Litavik gonna be looking to keep an eye out onto that third base. Mike though, still committing. He wants to play Zealots, he wants to play Phoenix, and it seems like that it's all he's building into this game. More gateways being built in a PvP. I feel like this is the first time we've seen a PvP in a while not really be a cheese-centric affair. Seems like Macro is northern, both sides allowing the opposites builds to happen. Gonna be an interesting way to see how these clashes are gonna unfold in the first place. As Stalker's gonna be onto the south side. In the meantime, Litavik right now, with the depth up on top onto that third, and the natural being saturated here by Mike. In terms of economy though, both sides are pretty even. Seems like Mike is gonna be a little behind though in that gas, as here for Litavik, he's using the first assimilator already, gonna be going to make that second one count as well. Gateways now being built onto the outside, just to make sure that even if the Nexus goes down, there's gonna be that extra power to allow these warp cycles to go very quickly. Overall though, seems like this is the calm before the storm, and the storm is upon us very soon. Because the Phoenixes are getting in position on the southeast side of that blue main base, and we'll see what kind of attacks he's going to be unfolding onto the opposition. Litavik though on patrol, and will this actually get the spot out? That's going to be the real question here. As in the meantime, we'll see how Litavik is going to go for the chase down. Goes over to the south side, doesn't see too much though. Mike has already moved on now. It's gonna be very interesting, honestly. How is this gonna unfold for Litavik? It doesn't look like he's gonna be in position anytime soon on patrol, and it's wholly unfortunate. He was already by the midpoint mark, and eventually he goes all the way to the south. But now Mike gonna be able to go for the attack. Goes for the Graviton Beam, gets the lift onto one, onto the natural we go. But Stalkers are in position for Mike. Not gonna be the most worthwhile attack, but at the same time, he's gonna be imposing his will and pressuring his opponents in the skylines. Overall though, it feels like a little bit of a waste. Litavik has gone for these Phoenixes and really did nothing with them, patrolling them over just for information. In the meantime, Void Ray now gonna get built, should be able to get some good damage done if it does have the prismatic alignment ongoing. But since these are light units, they don't really care about that extra anti-armor. Anyway though, it's gonna be a big number of things here and now from a Mike. He's gonna have a lot of Zealots down below, more than a dozen waiting for action. Gateways right now getting warped on in yet again, and I feel like here for Litavik, it might be a little better to actually go for the Robo Bay instead. The Colossus could make a big difference, even with the Phoenix Disruptor should be able to put off quite a show as well. But right now it's Stalkers and Void Rays versus Phoenixes and Zealots. We'll see what composition actually gonna take the win here and now. But Litavik is ignoring any kind of army. He's going through the straight point already. Catches out the Phoenix. That will be the takedown there in behind. In the meantime, Mike is going to go for the attack. And he already does have that charge on. We'll see though how this brawl is going to go. The Void Ray right now taking the brunt of the damage. He will go with the Prismatic Alignment. Just cooking everything up in the first place. And there you go. Damage being done yet again. Turning everything inside out. But on the ground, it's going to be Zealots cleaving on forward. Stalkers just getting blown to bits left, right, and center. Easy time here and now. And you can see the difference where which side wins on that. Mike though has given up on going for the economy. He decides to go for the pull onto those probes. The natural will not have anything apparently, and these probes not gonna go for the attack. Never mind. He pulled the boys, and now he's gonna unpull them, put them back yet again. MikeHawk in the meantime trying to make these Phoenixes work, but Litavik with the Void Rays destroying everything in the first place. Look at that Zealot brawl, but you can really see that the Sentinels of Mike gonna be a lot more potent in the first place, cleaving them forward, doing the damage that needs to be done. Zealot's not gonna get warp on in yet again, but the brawl up on top still going in favor of Litavik. The airspaces are covered by the blue Protoss, but unfortunately here for Litavik, he has no answer on the ground, and that is where those workers are. The Void Rays trying to get the damage done, but it's just not gonna do absolutely anything in this regard. Look how slow the Zealot dies in the first place, and now Mike even can bring in some sentries. Guard Shield gonna be very useful. GG though is called. Litavik gonna be saying that this is gonna be the game here and now, and Mike enjoying the spoils of his victory, taking care of the natural. Litavik probably trying to figure out, what did this guy do? Why am I losing out so badly? But the Zealots moving into that main base, looking to clean everything up in the first place. Onto the middle line we go. Here comes the slice and dice action yet again. The Void Rays up on top, but the Zealots can just shrug it off, take care of those workers, take care of the Bylons, and just destroy any kinds of mean of production. Seems like Litavik thought he had a little bit of a chance still staying into this game, but overall there is no way whatsoever. One more warp cycle. Litavik has called it early, but he's not gonna act on it. He's just saying, you know, that's a good game already. I'm just gonna try my best to look for weaknesses into this composition before I go. But this seems like here for Mike, he's looking nigh unstoppable. The charge shots yet again winning out the fight. All these buildings going down very handily. Void Rays really try. You can see their efforts, and eventually it does get a kill onto a Zealot, but no dice whatsoever. And that is game. Litavik, come on, just leave already. He has gone. He has quit this matchup. And Mike with the 10-minute victory. Even with the victory in the air, it didn't matter. The Zealots destroying everything in his path. And no answer whatsoever there from our Blue Protons, allowing Mike to take that victory. Highly unfortunate for Litavik, but it is what it is. MikeHawk, that is going to be an absolute throb for our Protoss player.